Hey everybody, welcome to video 5 of our new student onboarding series. First of all, this video has been brought to you by Time Travel. Most of the other videos were December in 2020, and this one is in October of 2024. This video is about communication methods, and one of the reasons I had to re-record it is because we have upgraded our communication methods since then. So let's talk about this. Whenever we have an event going on or a promotion or an opportunity, we are going to communicate with all of our students in 5, 6, or 7 different ways. So number 1 is we'll send out an email to everybody. Number 2 is we use our closed Facebook group. So if you are a Facebook user, keep your eye on that closed Facebook group. We'll announce them during classes. We'll send out announcements on the Spark member app. Finally, if it's a community event and it's not just open to our students, but it's also open to the community, then we're also going to announce it on our Facebook page, our outwards facing Facebook page. Now, in addition to that, sometimes we will, not always, but sometimes we'll send out a mass group text to everybody about the event, and sometimes we'll make printed paper flyers. So whenever there's something going on, those are all the ways that we like to make sure that all of our students stay well informed. Now that we've talked about how we communicate with you, I want to flip around and talk about the best ways to communicate with us whenever you have a concern, question, or just want to tell us something. So first of all, if you have downloaded the Spark member app, that is probably the best and fastest way to communicate with us. So again, the Spark member app, once you're logged in, you have a whole bunch of video curriculum support, but you also have a tab that allows you to ask questions of our team. When you ask a question, all of us get a notification, and then one of us will get to it. Probably the second best way to stay in communication with us, if you are a Facebook user, if you post a question to our closed Facebook group, a lot of times all of our instructors will see it, but in addition to that, sometimes you'll have like another mom or another dad or someone else who can actually answer the question even faster than the instructors can. So those are probably the 2 fastest ways to have any questions, problems, or concerns answered. In addition to that, obviously, calling is a great way to get through to us. I want to cover the numbers we use. You might have gotten correspondence from different numbers. First of all of the numbers you see posted on our schools, they are Google Voice numbers. What that means is that you can call that number or you can text that number and we will get it. So calling or texting our main school number is a great way to get a hold of us. In addition to that, I want to mention there is a number that you'll see some of our text message come from, and that's our Spark software number. The software we use to run the school will often send students texts from that number. Now, there is another number that you could use, but we recommend against it if you're if you're a current student. We use a separate software in order to communicate with people who aren't our students but are interested in our school or opting into our website or things like that. So if you're a new student, if you opted into our website, you should have gotten some automatic text messages from that number. And hopefully we communicate with you quickly. We recommend against using that number to communicate with us just because it helps our brain stay organized. We mostly use that number to communicate with people that aren't our students and are considering becoming our students. We use the Google Voice and the Spark number to communicate with our students. So again, if you use that first number, that's great. We're going to respond to you. But it's even better if you use the other 2 numbers, the Spark software number or your school's Google Voice number, our main number for each school. So that one more way that is a great way to communicate with us. All of the emails that you get, all of them are emails that you can reply to. So another great way to get through to us is simply to send us an email. So if you have any questions, also if you have a question that requires some serious typing, email is a great way to do it. So those are your best ways to communicate with us, through the app, the Facebook group, calling or texting, preferably the Google Voice or Spark numbers. and then also just emails. Now that I've covered that, I want to ask you for a favor, and then we'll finish this video. First of all, it helps us out a lot if you are willing, if you would leave an honest Google review and or an honest Facebook review. We have a little handout that makes it easy. We have a little click on this thing that makes it easy. But if you were willing to leave an honest Google review or an honest Facebook review, it helps us communicate with the families who haven't come to our academy yet and simply don't know what to expect. So if you do those, it helps us out greatly, and we are very thankful for that. If you have anything that you would like us to correct, or if you had anything that you think we can up level, if you talk with us about those things, we are humans, so we might have just a moment where we have to receive it. But then after that, I promise you, my team is very good at receiving corrective feedback and knowing it gives us the chance to up level. We know that we're not perfect. Well, we think. Anyway, we know we're not perfect, and so we know we do make mistakes sometimes. However, we also know that if a family comes and talks to us, it gives us the opportunity to up level, and we are thankful for that opportunity. So if you have anything that takes away from the experience, or if you feel like we're dropping the ball in any way, giving us that feedback, we will thank you for that feedback. And then we'll look for the ways we can to overcome that and make a great experience. Hopefully, though, the vast majority of what we're giving you is ways that we can give your child and family and yourself the best martial arts experience you can. We're going to finish this video with our Grandmaster quote. Way long ago, in 1969, Hang Eung Lee started the American Taekwondo Association, our association. But before that, he had this dream, this vision of doing that. And what he needed was someone to get him into the country. And so as he was teaching martial arts in Korea at a U.S. Air Force base, Grandmaster Richard Reed, or at the time, Richard Reed was one of his students, and he was the one that had the idea of getting Hang Eung Lee into the U.S. so he could begin teaching martial arts in the U.S. Richard Reed's Grandmaster quote, and unfortunately Grandmaster Richard Reed has passed on, but his Grandmaster quote was, "Achievement comes from ideas followed through with action." I love that quote. Achievement comes from ideas followed through with action. So that is your Grandmaster quote. After this video, we have just 2 more videos until you can receive your School Pride patch, your School Pride car sticker, and a t-shirt. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next video.